Okay, I'm Joseph Halfon, and this is Rock On, a music magazine by me. Okay, so the name of my magazine. The name of my magazine is titled Rock On. This is a very known, well-known phrase among the rock community. As it's short and simple, it should be vivid and stick in the reader's mind. Okay, never mind. The phrase Rock On can also relate to like hand signals such as this or that in the rock community. In the rock community. Okay, the use of fonts in my magazine. So the main font chosen for my magazine is called Slaves Only Dreams to Be King. I believe that it gives it a punk and rock feel, and it looks very rustic. To complement this, I've added a lightning bolt, which can be associated with bands such as AC/DC and other rock bands. So my fonts are called. Okay, none of the fonts have showed up here because I want to. So that's my main font. These are fonts that will be featured throughout the double page and on the front cover. And another one's called Fixbits. Okay, my target audience. It's aimed at 40 to 50-year-old males in the North London area. I chose this target audience for my rock magazine as they would grow up listening to this type of music, and it will be a sense of nostalgia. They grew up with bands such as the Sex Pistols and Aerosmith. Resources and personnel. So to create my magazine, I will need a cameraman to take and edit photos to a high standard of quality, an editor for my magazine to type up and make good, nutritious articles. Photoshop CC so we can achieve the highest quality double page. It's going to be simple to read and just look appealing. A tripod for my camera so I can get as steady a shot as possible and have no blur. A laptop to process and edit the photos on. It's got to be a powerful enough laptop if we're dealing with very high quality photos. A DSLR camera which will help me achieve the highest quality photo possible. Oh, sounds like I'm saying quality a lot. And Adobe Lightroom to help get the correct colour on the photos and yeah. Format my magazine. Okay. My magazine will be available in a print and online format. It will cost £3.50. It will be sold in supermarkets such as Sainsbury's, all the way from Waitrose to Waitrose, and it will also be sold in a variety of news agents. My online format will be available on a website that I will make called rockon.com. It will also be available on my app, which will be available on the App Store, Google Play, and the Nintendo eShop. Okay, basic sketch of my magazine. So here's my front cover, and here's my double page spread. So as you can see, I've started with a very simple layout, barcode in the corner, with one main image. These are all subject to change, but this is my basic idea for the moment. And for my double page spread, it's featuring a band called the Razorheads. And once again, it's quite a beefy article, but it has a nice photos to balance it out. The virtual copy of my magazine looks like this. That is Camden in the background, which is associated with rock and punk and all those genres. In my actual magazine, it's going to be an actual person, and the colour scheme may be a little bit different. And yeah. And this is my double page spread, which once again features the articles, band, just different photos of them. The content of my magazine. The main band in my magazine are going to be called the Razorheads. This band will be from North London, and their genre is rock. My double page will once again feature the band, Razorheads, giving an insight into their lives, what's it like to go on tour, what do they do, etc. My magazine will also consist of upcoming rock music shows, upcoming artists in and around North London, and local music venues that one should go to if they're recently getting into this genre. Distributing and marketing methods. My magazine will be advertised on social media. That's ranging from Snapchat, Instagram to Facebook. Yeah, just so it can get as much discovery, they can be discovered as much as they can. On bus stop and underground posters, people commute to work every day, and public transport's taken all the time, so it should be guaranteed to catch someone's eye. and posters at music venues. So, for example, this is the Roundhouse. They have posters outside, very big posters outside that drivers passing by can see and people walking the street. And that's it. Do you have any questions, Max?
Yes. AC/DC is an Australian rock band, and you did say that you would be using a lightning bolt on your magazine to reference them, as a bit of a callback. Why don't you reference a band based in North London, which is, I'm assuming, where you'd be operating?
It's just a rock band. The logo isn't specifically targeted at North London. It's just an overview of the genre.
Okay.
A little bit concerned about your target audience. I don't associate Vibrant with 40 to 50-year-old males. Can you comment on that, please?
A secondary target audience could be the sons or daughters of these 40 to 50-year-old males, because they would be growing up listening to their parents' music and taste, so that could have an effect on what they listen to in the future.
Yeah, but not necessarily, like, I don't think, not everyone likes rock.
Not heavily influenced, but it could have an effect.
So the secondary audience is potentially the children of the
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to strike a balance between something that's a magazine that's about, is it going to be about upcoming artists or
It will
older
feature
artists?
mostly upcoming artists, but it will still have like sections about the history of artists from the 70s, 80s.
So can you strike a balance between that?
Yes, hopefully. One that meets both criteria.
Can you tell me how?
Well, I feature both sections. Maybe I have one dog page spread about an upcoming band, who's in it, where they're playing, etc. And then maybe like another double page. I have another double page, just saying like top 100 hits from the 70s and so on. Thanks.
Yes. Would you be interviewing the bands you referenced, such as the Sex Pistols and AC/DC? I'm assuming it would be very costly to get them, especially as bands such as AC/DC have different band members or have completely split up from when your target audience would have been, or primary target audience would be listening to them. I don't think that the majority of your primary target audience would want to hear Axl Rose be interviewed along with the rest of AC/DC.
So I try my best to get these artists. If not, I can use old interviews that have been videoed or not seen before. I could pay a little less than interviewing the artist for stock footage or archive footage I haven't seen before, which were interviews.
Would you have the rights to those?
No, you can pay for the rights for those interviews, I think.
Yes, I understand. Okay, but would you pay for it if it would indeed be more expensive than interviewing the artists? So it would be original content for your magazine.
No, I would not pay if it's more than interviewing the actual artist today, but if it's much cheaper or slightly cheaper, I'd go for that option.
Who's the competition for your magazine? It seems like it's quite saturated market, the rock music magazine market.
So some competition is NME and Billboard. So to kind of stick out, I'd have much higher quality paper of my magazines. It'll be slightly cheaper, starting at £3.50, and it will also have an online copy that if you buy a physical copy will come free.
You mentioned NME. I mean, that's an example of a paper that you no longer even have to buy it. I think it's free now, isn't it? Which suggests that that magazine is, that magazine market has kind of run its course a little bit.
Examples with NME, they're not as detailed. They're only like 15 to 30 pages at a time. My magazine will be closer to 50. That's 60. So yeah. Max again.
Why the Nintendo eShop instead of an online store such as the Kindle store? You do realize that the majority of Nintendo products aren't intended to be used for reading, let alone magazines. Whereas a Kindle, which the majority of your primary target audience would be using,
yes,
it is intended to be used for reading.
Yeah, well, with 40% of Nintendo's the Nintendo Switch, 40% of the users are over the age of 14. So with this, they will be able to read the magazine that they enjoy on the go.
why isn't it available on like other consoles? Is it exclusively for Nintendo Switch?
Well,
Like I'm
Nintendo-
saying, like I'm not including like Macs and like
Yeah.
computers, like Xboxes, PlayStation.
well, Nintendo Switch is a handheld console which will also take on the go. I doubt someone would take their Xbox with them, plug it into a local TV or nearby TV, just to read the magazine.
But what I'm saying is, there's also home use. So let's say BBC you can get on Xbox and PlayStation.
I think that when my magazine starts to branch out and become more popular, I will approach these companies to have their
But
access.
you're using the least popular console compared to Xbox and PlayStation as well. If you include that in, they're both more popular than like Nintendo. So I understand it's a handheld console, but there is a portable PlayStation which is very old, but you still can get apps on it from the PlayStation Store.
When PS Vita was actually stopped development in 2013.
What's the point of the new? Yeah, but okay, you talk about a Nintendo Switch being portable and everything and handheld. You else is portable and handheld. Everyone has mobile phones.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
and
why
a
I
Kindle,
said-
a Kindle is also handheld. A
Okay.
Kindle Fire is handheld and device. And I think someone's more likely to use a Kindle, which is meant for reading on the go,
That's why I
than
said
a
Google
Nintendo
Play,
Switch.
and
Oh.
I'm just giving that
The
option.
majority of Kindle Paperwhites do not support Google Play. They would have their own Amazon Kindle
You
store.
just mentioned Kindle Fire.
Yes, but
Okay, well,
I-
like Kindle,
and
that one.
the majority of users do not have Kindle Fires.
Okay, so I'll get
So
that.
why not just do it on the Kindle store?
Huh? Fine, I'll also make that option.
Wow, nice.
Jeez.
There are more users for Nintendo DSs. Is it exclusively for the Switch, or is it on the
Oh no,
Nintendo Store
Nintendo
full stop?
shops on Nintendo's ranging from the 3DS to the 2DS XL and now to the Nintendo Switch.
Last question for you. Expanding it in the future, how are you going to grow your magazine? Are you going to go beyond North London?
Well, I think for the first 2 years maybe I stay in North London and keep the magazine exclusively there, like a community maybe, and that's the magazine can feel. And if it starts to get more popular, like people are starting to buy it from other countries and shipping it over there, then I would start to branch out there.
Thank you.